What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Bonnie Scotch. I'm here today on this good Saturday. We're going to talk about the Osefos, Monique's big return, and Gizelle being a non factor. Okay, so come on into the room. I do have a Cash App shout out to give really quick. Hold on. Let me give my Cash App shout out. Thank you, Queen K. I really appreciate you. And then I got a couple new members as well. Let me shout out the members. Hey, Angelique. Hey, Claudia. Welcome, y'all. Happy Saturday. What's going on? How y'all feeling today? All right. So, shout out to Drew's watching and So Iconic. Just joined yesterday. So, I really appreciate y'all. Hey, T Hutch. Thank you. Welcome, y'all. So I wanted to give y'all some updates on the Osefos and just, talk a little shit because, sometimes I get these reviews off and then I'm just like, wait, but I have follow-up thoughts. I have other things that I wanted to say. Hey, the Panther Queen, how y'all doing? All right. Let me make sure I don't have anything else I'm missing. Oh, I wanted to say this. Happy Women's History Month. Listen, my subscribers are mostly made up of Black women. My channel would not be what it is without y'all. So I just wanted to give a huge shout out to you, divas. Thank you so much for just supporting me and giving me so much love. So happy Melanated March. Okay. We get a do over. Yes. Hey, Tiffany. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you got to catch a live with us. All right. So let's get into some things, okay? We got some updates really quick. We got some updates on the Osefos. Let's talk about it. I'm sure y'all have talked about it with y'all's faves already. Okay. So Wendy and Eddie trial updates. They will be tried separately. Eddie waives rights to speedy trial. Wendy did not waive hers. Each trial estimated to run for 4 days. Okay. So, first of all, I just want to give a huge shout out to Taria of We Go Podcast. Listen, this was boots on the ground journalism right here. Okay. So shout out to the diva. Let's go ahead and read her tweets. Wendy and Eddie will no longer be tried together. Eddie waived his rights to a speedy trial, being tried within 180 days of being charged. There was extensive discovery, and he wants to take a deeper dive per the prosecution. Wendy wants a trial seemingly immediately. She did not waive her right to a speedy trial. The defense and prosecution were looking for dates in March. However, there were none available for a jury trial. This makes me wonder if this is a setup for Eddie to take the fall. Okay, I have some updated feelings about that. This is hot water, by the way. Hot water, honey. Okay, so we have been talking about this and all this business about, Wendy saying that she doesn't know how to pay the bills and that, Eddie primarily does that and he deals with the finances. The thing is that I was forgetting was that email. Hey, Jameer. Hey, Monique. Happy Saturday. Oh, period. Thank you so much for joining, Nardo. Period. I love that. Okay. So the thing is, that email, I forgot all about that email. That implicates Wendy so much. Um, let's go ahead and read the rest of these tweets. Shout out to Turia again. By the way, I was featured on her podcast a couple of times, so go ahead and check that out if you have not already, okay? So, Wendy, I think this is a little typo. So it says she will not be able to have a trial as quickly as she wanted. The original trial date for her would have been April 15, 2026. Due to the trial schedule, it will unfortunately have to be pushed out until May. She was willing to go to trial before her status conferences. Hashtag RHOP. They are estimating that Wendy's trial and Eddie's trial will run for 4 days, with 1 day for the defense. Again, that is the current estimate. And then we have a picture of Wendy and Eddie coming out of the court. So yeah, y'all. Hey D Nicole, what's up? Hey Tiffany. I'm sorry. Some of y'all's comments. Okay. Anyway, so okay. So Wendy wants to hurry this process along. They start filming for RHOP in March during cherry blossom season, March, April. Her court date is getting pushed back to May, so obviously they're going to be filming by then. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. This is not looking good. I know Rodney the Voice said this. I didn't really watch Jersey, but Teresa was signing off on papers that her husband was giving her. Kyle was doing this with Mauricio. I did watch Miami. I didn't watch the last season. I watched it for a few seasons. But the way that Lenny had just put Lisa and the kids out the house, that was so scary and unhinged to me. And you hear about this all the time. And it's just like, I see this other thing online sometimes where women are like, oh, I just want to be with a man where I can turn my brain off. It's like, no, girls, like, stop turning your brains off. Like, that is how y'all get into these situations. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she can't feign ignorance on this. And it's just not looking good. Women fought so hard for y'all to have rights and to have bank accounts and to be able to get jobs and have your own, and to just give that back to a man. It's just like, it sets you up for financial abuse. It sets you up for, the scammery and the dupery of it all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I I don't know what else to say. I just feel bad for the kids. I'm thinking about Cam. She's a baby. She's so young. I'm thinking about these kids and how Wendy was telling the story about how one kind of just like went through the day, was masking and pretending that they didn't know what was going on, even though obviously like they have access to the internet. Why is nobody talking to the children? Like, I'm really thinking about them here. Yes, please hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like. Shout out to the diva. Shout out to Erica De Niro TV. You got to have your own. You cannot be depending on a man. Um, Wendy being like, I don't even know how to pay the bills. I don't. It's like, girl, shut up, shut up. Yeah. Again, I forgot about that email, y'all. I forgot about that email he sent talking about, do we have anything else? Add some Chanel bags, add some Chanel shoes to it, trying to bulk up the payout. Yikes, big yikes. What do y'all think? I don't know. I feel like it's sad. I wish it wasn't happening. I don't the thing is, like, I'm not like a huge hardcore Wendy fan. I like Wendy. I enjoy Wendy, right? Um, I think that this was her best season. And I felt like she was kind of coming into her own. I felt like she was still kissing ass a little bit. But I'm just like, oh my God, was it that serious? And when I think about, was it that serious? And I think about like the pressure to be an it girl and to be the best dressed and to have like the this and the that and the designer. I'm just like, did you have to stunt for Ashley and Karen and Gizelle that bad? And Robin, well, Robin's not here anymore. Did you have to stunt for the light skin brigade that bad? You know what? This is my other thing. This was my other thing, Monique. I'm like, see, a smart person can play dumb. A dumb person can't play smart. So I'm just like, why is Wendy acting like she doesn't know how to pay the bills? Ooh. Monique says they both also signed sworn statements that none of the items on the list were returned for refunds. I don't know, y'all. I wish this wasn't happening. Like, why did you have to stunt for these girls so bad? And that just leads me to this thought, because like it came up before and I didn't give it much thought because I was just like, this was stupid because both of y'all were in on this. But it makes me wonder even more now, like, who was the person, who was the one who said, let's do that, let's do this, and who agreed to it? Like, I want to know who set this up. Ugh. When you think about Wendy's journey on this show, where it started with like the rumors of Eddie following the Instagram models. Why is my icon blue? I didn't put that there like that. Anyway, when you think about, the rumors about Eddie following all of the Instagram models, and then the following season, Wendy got her body done, and it just makes me feel like all of this pressure to keep up with these girls, Wendy probably never really feeling like her life was her own. The pressure of having to like give her mom allowance, have a certain kind of status, have all of these degrees. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like she did have a lot to prove. I agree with that. Ed's Ed's egg. That's a tongue twister. But yeah, yeah. Um, this is just fucked up, man. These are Black people of prominence, like a power couple in every sense of the word. Y'all couldn't find nothing else better to do. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like y'all could even like drop down in the chat and be like, oh, Wendy could have done this. She could have got into, like, there are so many things that Wendy could have got into. The thing about it though is like, I think sometimes, like, and I've been guilty of this too. Sometimes a person will tell you what they think you need to be doing and you do that, right? So like, for example, for me, I used to make a lot of my jewelry. I used to make like a lot of wire wrap things, and I used to wear them to work. And people would be like, "Oh, where'd you get your jewelry?" I'd be like, "I made it." And they'd be like, "Oh, you should have an Etsy." And I would hear it so much that eventually I got an Etsy. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool. It was fun. It was fun. I had a good time. Um, I did some cool things in that space. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep that to myself. Um, on paper, Wendy is the perfect housewife, and that was her demise, unfortunately. Ooh la la. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. Like I did that, and ultimately, like it led me into some other things, right? But I think that you can be. I think you can be tugged in a bunch of different directions and not really listen to like the core of what it is that you want to do. Like again, I enjoyed my time in that space, like selling things online. I did some cool stuff. I got one time I got an order from, well, actually a couple of times, from some costume designers, and I was like, "What? Like you just never know who's looking at your stuff. So put your shit out there because I'm like, oh, I don't have that many Instagram followers. The people were watching and the people were ordering. I'm talking about costume designers. I'm talking about like order from like Tyler Perry Studios, like really cool shit happening for me. But I could see instances in my life where I felt like I was tugged in different directions, and other people were like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even my own family, my mom still gives me shit about quitting ballet school. Like, so when I was younger, this ballet school was like going around to different elementaries and recruiting kids from like inner city schools, and I got accepted, and I didn't like it, and I quit, and I didn't tell anybody. So I just stopped taking the bus ride from Brooklyn into Manhattan. And then they sent my mom a letter, and she's still pissed about it. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't what I wanted to do. And I just said all that to say, like, I think sometimes people can project their own dreams, their own shit onto you. And where are you in all of that? Like even at my big age, I'm still like having to determine, okay, is this my voice? Is this me? Is this actually what I want to do? Or like, do I just feel like this is a look? Am I just doing this because like I want to be perceived in a certain, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things too. I think it's a big cultural thing as well. Listen, how many times do we hear from our Nigerian brothers and sisters, our West African brothers and sisters? You got to be a lawyer, a doctor, or engineer around here. Hey, UKP, what's up, babe? I think while being on the show, Wendy was trying to find her purpose, being so accomplished, but then being in the spotlight. If you notice, she started a lot of things, but never fully committed. This is a great point, right? Because she had the candle line, and then she was like in talks with Peter Thomas to start a restaurant. So it was like these initiations and no major follow through. Also, she had a YouTube channel, right? Um, I feel like the YouTube channel is the thing that could have like jumped off for her. Um, I tell anybody who will listen to me, get on YouTube. If you have a skill, if you can teach something, you know, get your ass on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Um, I wish she kind of stuck with that, because somebody was making this point, that she, being a political correspondent, a political commentator, this will be a perfect time for her right now. It was Brooke Ashley. I caught a piece of Brooke Ashley's live. Shout out to Brooke Ashley. I didn't catch the whole thing, but she was saying, um, with everything that's going on right now, Wendy would be doing very well. And I agree with that. You have all of, these independent media outlets popping up, Don Lemon, Joyce Reed. No, not Joyce Reed. Joyanne Reed. Is that her name? Joyanne Reed. Am I tearing up that lady's name? She's very, very smart. She's very smart. She's very astute. I don't know why I'm tearing up that lady's name though. Don Lemon, it's all of the girls, so many girls like doing their, and I'm talking about like they're getting views. So that would easily be such an amazing lane that Wendy could ride. Like, girl, you don't, and the way she had a production team for her YouTube, she had all of this stuff going on, and it's like, girl, get a ring light and sit your ass down in front of a backdrop. Joy Reid. Why am I calling her Joyanne, Joyce Ann, Josephine? It's Joy. Hey, JC. Wendy doesn't give herself an opportunity to grow. That's weird considering her academic credentials. That is true. Nigerian parents can mess their children up with their level of expectation and pressure they put on them. Yeah. Listen, I am hollering at this. The movie man, just finished one of my weekend rides with my mom, and we were hollering, listening to you whack everybody in the replay, especially Gizzard, Clownique, and Legrand Drunk. First of all, I'm stealing Clownique. Shout out to you and your mom. Huge shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much for catching the replay. That's amazing. You and your mom watch me. Period. Shout out to mom, okay? Okay, so I I said that. I said that and I thought I was wrong. Okay. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat. Happy Saturday, gorgeous high scotch gang. Thank you, JC. Okay, it is Joyanne. Okay, just kidding. All right, let me get back to my notes. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this, it's a very sad situation. But one thing that I did want to touch on as well, I felt like, hey, Malicious, what's up, love? I felt like Karen was so nasty for how she talked to and treated Wendy at that reunion. I just was like, girl, here you are, more than likely drunk, talking greasy to Wendy and Stacy. Rodney the Voice made this point that Karen is threatened by Stacy. I said, "Oh, get it, cousin." Yeah, she is. I forgot about that little comment that she made when she first came out talking about, "Oh, if somebody was in my seat, I would have had to sit on their lap." Everything was about Stacy this season. It was the Stacy show. Vanity Fair, Drew Barrymore, headlines, viral on Twitter, viral all over social media. Sorry. Stacy was that girl. She was really the doll, the belle of the ball for this season. Karen is absolutely intimidated by her. But again, like I was saying, Karen was so nasty for how she talked to and treated Wendy. Telling somebody that you liked it, that their mother told them to shut the fuck up. Wendy should have said, "What a nice Christian thing to say. Is that the Holy Spirit or is it Stella Rossa?" I wish she said, "Am I talking to Karen or the ghost of Thomas Jefferson's concubine?" Wendy should have said, speaking of mothers, what kind of mother would get behind the wheel drunk, since we want to bring up mothers? Wendy should have started singing over her as she was talking. They try to make me go to rehab, but I said no, no, no. Like, Wendy should have been. Karen was too easy of a read, and I didn't like any of this. Like, when I was thinking about it real good, I was like, Karen was wild for that. Because y'all know I felt like Wendy, she was putting 20 on 10 with her mother, but let's just entertain the idea that it was real. Like, how you gonna weaponize my mother cussing me out against me? How dare you? Like, that was just crazy to me. That wasn't crazy to y'all? Mm-mm. No, ma'am. But yeah, I did feel like this was Wendy's best season, except for that dumb shit that she was doing with Stacy towards the end of the program. It's 90 of y'all in the room. I'm gonna need y'all to hit that like button for me, okay? The ladies were kissing the ring for what? I didn't understand it. I personally did not get it. Why is y'all kissing the ring? I would have said, Karen, you had about 6 more months to your sentence. It is by the grace of God that you are even here on this reunion couch. And you got the nerve to talk greasy? Like, girl, please, please, please. Did you girls behave was crazy. All right, y'all. Let's talk about Monique Mayweather's return, aka Clownique. Now, remember all them reviews back when I said I was going to give this gutter snipe a chance? I said, I'm going to give her a chance. I did, y'all remember? I tried, but I told y'all that Monique is a nasty woman. And I know y'all love her. I know y'all do. But in light of this season and reunion, I just don't understand how she has like all of these fans like that. And it just makes me feel like this season of hers just drives the point home for me that I feel like she primarily has fans because so many people didn't like Candace, and they like that she attacked Candace. And I stand on that. Girl, JC. Whack her again. I don't know. The thing with Monique is like, she's really not smart. She brought this receipt for Stacy, and it was her child asking who's Stacy. Y'all, I'm sorry. For her to get up there and it just be this. Hold on. Why was this what we heard? This is nuts. Girl, first of all, you know that your unhinged ex-husband does not want you filming anything regarding the kids, and then you go out of your way to record your child. Tiffany, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Like, saying when I watched it, I was actually screaming. I was like, what? is on my TV. Like, what am I watching here? Y'all, Candace says she got fined $35,000 simply for liking tweets. I have never heard of such. I have never heard of such. Now, I'm going to need some other Bravo celebrities to come to the front and, speak on their experiences regarding this, because what? They were docking Candace's paycheck for simply liking tweets? Girl. Anyway, I lost my place. But yeah, I was saying your ex don't want you filming your kids. You go out of your way to record your child, and you record them saying, "Who's Stacy?" You know this nigga acts a fool, and you brought this to production. Production playing this was so unhinged. I feel like production played it to make a fool out of Monique, though. Like I kind of love that they did that. I kind of do. You heard that Renna was fine. I need for Renna to confirm this. Like I need to know that it was someone other than a Black woman. I have to know. And I need to know how much. Specifically. I need to know. She did in her book 50K. Bitch. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So apparently Monique got a cease and desist the night before the reunion. And this was the other thing. Like, instead of suspecting that it could be Gizelle, it could be Kay or Tia or any one of these women that you literally, like, you don't know any of these women for real. And just because like you're coming back to the group doesn't mean that you should automatically trust them with your most vulnerable business. And then you got Kay saying, "Oh, well, right after the conversation, I called Cookie, and Cookie said, well, Chris has got to get to the bottom of this. He's going to send a cease and desist." And it's like, did nobody hear that? So what are we even talking about? All of that just made me feel like this was to jump on the bandwagon with all of the girls. Primarily Gizelle. I don't know. That's y'all fade though. That's y'all's girl. That's y'all's girl. Not mine. And it's crazy to me because it's like the last time you saw Gizelle on here, she was questioning the paternity of your child. You just met Stacy, so why would it have to be Stacy? Listen, it just so happens that she's the talk of the town. The, the main girl, the it girl. So your ex-husband is bringing up her name, their dad, and he's here, the child is hearing the name a lot. It is what it is. Like, how in Monique's mind that became evidence as to Stacy taking this information, back to her ex-husband is just wild to me. Like this is evidence. This is evidence. This proves that Stacy did it. This is proof. Gizelle went as far as to falsely accuse someone's husband of sexual assault. She called that man a sneaky link. She said he tried to see if he was with it. She tried to, said that he tried to see if she was with it. By the way, I was telling y'all that I dictate my notes into my phone sometimes. I ain't even doing that no more. Ciao. but about to start writing it down, like pen to paper. Sidebar. I got really annoyed in my last live because somebody was defending their use of AI. And it's like, girl, AI is literally responsible for taking all of these jobs. 92,000 jobs lost in February. Not due to immigrants, not due to black people, due to AI and billionaires. Which y'all defending the use of AI in the comments? Callie Steve, what's up, boo? After watching part three, your part three review, I ended up watching part three. What a shit show. Ashley is stunted and needs to go along with Kiana and Jazzy. Tia is full of shit, hiding who she really is. The thing about Tia, we gotta tag Tia a little bit. We gotta tag her a little bit. The thing about Tia, she really be trying to come for these girls like her shit is all that fab. And it's like, girl, you're really not fab like that. Like, you're talking about how you're Nigerian royalty and your dad had this and that, but you also said that your money dried up in the 80s. Your dad spent up all the money in the 80s. So what is it? Like, you and your husband and your 4 kids are in your, meager accommodations in your townhome. It's no shade. Townhomes are cute. But like, you really try to go at Stacy like, okay, Detroit, or oh yeah, you married up. Did you? Anyway, back to Giselle. And thank you again for the super chat, Callie Steve. Um, but yeah, Giselle is accusing people, husbands, of sexual assault, lying about being with Jamal, lying about dating that boy from Summer House, Winter House, whatever. I didn't watch the show. Monique, you don't remember when Ashley told you that you miscarried and drove your car into a ditch because you're a drunk bitch? You don't remember Ashley going to the court and testifying on your behalf, even though she wasn't even there for the fight? I'm sorry. Even though she was doing that for Monique, it was still grimy. And it was dishonest as fuck for her to even do that. Willing to be dishonest in court on your behalf. So y'all know how these girls move. You know they don't move with integrity. You know that they could just make up a lie willy-nilly. Mind you, a lie that can destroy somebody's life. Okay. I'm so sorry about that, y'all. My power went out for a second. Like everything just went down. That was so insane. I'm logging back in though. Thank y'all so much for hanging in there with me. Oh my God.
The most inhospitable environments on the planet, a scientist may have found extraterrestrial life. It's incredible.
Okay. Can y'all hear me okay?
An outer layer, and we'll be looking inside of the ice for the ice microorganisms.
Okay. Y'all can hear. Okay, 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Okay. That was so weird. Woo! Okay, we're back. My bad, y'all. What was that about? Um, I was wrapping Jizzy up. Girl, that Creole witch must have shut my shit down. Why does it look like that? Okay, there we go. Child, Holy Ghost fire, honey. I bind you. I bind you. Child, let me get my Palo Santo stick in here, honey. Girl, they try to shut the diva down. They try to kill your favorite bitch. We bind that spirit. No, ma'am, not today. Child, not everything going out. Okay. Where was I, child? Okay. What was I saying about Gizelle? All them lies that she told. I was still on Monique's segment. I didn't even really get to Gizelle yet. I'm new here, Bonnie. Please pray for my son who's in the army. Oh my God, Kiki. I'm so sorry, my love. I'm sending you so much love and definitely praying for your son who is caught up and involved in this stupid ass shit that nobody asked for, that is so utterly disgusting and wrong and foul and stupid, might I add. Like, this shit is dumb, and I'm so sorry, Kiki, and I pray that your son comes out on the other side of this okay, with the least amount of trauma that they can have. I'm so sorry. I'm sending you so much love. Child, where is the holy water? Edzeg, are you overseas? Are you somewhere else? I know that I have like a lot of subscribers in the UK and Canada and in South Africa and different places in the world. So I want to send y'all love, and I just want to apologize and say I am so sorry that our stupid ass countries, nation, leaders got all of us in this shit. I am so sorry to everybody all across the world, because I know everybody is going to feel like the ramifications, the squeeze of this. I am so fucking sorry. Like, we are in the stupidest fucking timeline ever. The stupidest timeline. And I just, my heart goes out to everybody who's involved. The 150 schoolgirls that were killed. I don't even have words. Civilians, like the same playbook from what we just played out, what we just saw play out. It's sickening. It's sickening. It's maddening. Um, I've just been in this like loop of grief for like the past, I don't even know how long. And I have to keep reminding myself there's nothing wrong with me for being sensitive and for being empathetic and for feeling deeply and for feeling for other people who have nothing to do with this, who should not even be involved in this. Innocent civilians. So I'm so sorry. But yeah, like y'all keep me out of like this space, help me to kind of have something else to do, have something else to talk about. We get to have a kiki and have fun and talk a little bit of shit. And I get to take my mind off of all of this because, girl, yeah, I'm sorry, love. All my love and prayers to you, Kiki. But yeah. So, Kay admitted what she admitted. And then it took Monique 5 weeks to come down to the internet and clear Stacey's name. What happened was you watched the reunion, you looked at the comments, you realized that nobody was on your side because the receipts were baseless and stupid. You were in the comments getting wore out and decided to clear Stacey's name. It's not because Monique is like, oh, I found out that Stacey didn't do it. You knew that Stacey didn't have shit to do with this. I don't know. Like this whole moment just made me realize like Monique is just real life goofy minded. All right. Let's get to y'all's fave, y'all's other fave. Miss Gizelle, honey, being starless, as production called her. Yeah. Yeah, let's get into it. The face of the show, honey. The face of the show. Gizelle is supposed to be in charge of the girls. Now, again, they made it a point to point out, the OGs are here and it's the 10-year anniversary, and the OG didn't even get a package. Can I just say, I have to give production their 10s for this. This was delicious. It was so tasty. It was just like a good bite. I loved it. They gagged Gizelle. It was a gorgeous sight to behold because what they're saying is, by not only airing the conversation of her not having a package, but also like literally not having one for her, they're letting her know you're not bigger than the program. And I love that. Now, I don't think that this means she's going to get fired or necessarily demoted or anything like that, but I think it was more of a step your pussy up. Step your pussy up. Now, if they can do this for Kyle Richards, I don't watch Beverly Hills. Does she give Gizelle? Does she like not have any personal story going on? Oh, yeah. Because she did bring that lesbian on there and then she didn't want to talk about it. And then she just stopped bringing her on there. So her reign is fading and she knows it. Yep. Kyle is another producer. Okay, I got you. But I just felt like this moment was really to humble her. Shout out to the 100 of y'all in the room. Listen, hit that like button for me. Y'all have been doing such an amazing job hitting that like button, hitting the hype. Y'all probably won't be able to hype until tomorrow though. Okay? But y'all have been pushing your girl up in the algorithm and I really appreciate you all so much. And again, happy Women's History Month. And shout out to all of the Black women who watch and support my channel and make this space and this community what it is. I love y'all down. Okay. 71 likes. Can we get up to 90? Can we get 90? Can we get 90 likes? Okay. And I love also how indignant Gizelle got about not having a package. That was amazing to me. Girl, you've lied on people's husbands, you antagonize these girls, you haze these girls for years and years. You get back here year 10 and show us what? And show us what? I feel really pretty today. Like it's like a minimal makeup moment. It's a minimal beat. I got some new makeup last week. I got MAC NC45 and I got that L'Oreal infallible setting spray. But I need to get a pressed powder, like a translucent powder. Just add that extra step because I get kind of oily. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate you. Thank you. But yeah, listen, I know how Jazelle is. I know what we come to expect from her at this point, but what else is there? What else? Like, what more can you give us besides mean elder lady antics? Fine, you play your role, you're consistent, cool. You had a reasonably shady podcast party that Robin didn't even show up for. And at that party, Wendy and Angel took over the scene at your own party. Had the nerve to be flabbergasted, Monique. Be wise. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Fenty powder worked the best for you. Are you talking about her translucent? And question for you, when you do the translucent powder, do you do like, what complexion are you? And do you do like a shade lighter than what you are, or do you do your same complexion? Yeah. You love NARS? Okay, I have never tried NARS, but I've been wanting to. And somebody recently recommended, let me see, she recommended, let me see, my homegirl, she's so beautiful. I was just raving about NC45, and she told me, oh God, where is the reply? Okay, she said, Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. She said, as a former MAC girl, she switched and never looked back. So that is on my list as well. She says she uses Laura Mercier or the L'Oreal translucent powder. Yeah. You do banana, it works for you. The thing with banana for me is like, I wonder if it's going to be too yellow for me. I'm scared it's going to like look too yellow and it's going to flash in pictures and it's, you know, going to look kind of weird. Because like my undertone is yellow, but it's not, it's like a neutral yellow. It's not like a super golden yellow, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't mind a makeup review on Danessa Myricks foundation products. Wink, wink. I love Danessa Myricks. I have her, I have one of her primers and I have like a lot of her like matte, like color fix, you know, the lip liner, lipsticks and stuff like that. But I probably should get my hands on like some blurring balm or something. Anyway, Let me get back to these notes, honey. But yeah, she had this reasonably shady podcast party, and Robin didn't even show up for it, okay? Wendy and Angel took over the scene at her party. She was in a dispute with her Caucasian stepmother over her daddy's things, okay? Your daddy was a whole civil rights leader and gave your family's generational wealth back to a Caucasian lady. Oof, that's gotta sting. Ronnie the Voice also made this fabulous point that, like, your daddy went to the upper room and you got nothing, and then you were ragging on Candace for having generational wealth and calling her spoiled and calling her a brat. That's nasty work. Nasty business. Your daddy was a colorist and a coon. Yikes. Um, yeah. All of the struggles that you had to endure at the hands of these people only to give your wealth and legacy back to them. Yikes. Shout out to generational wealth though. Same generational wealth that they were mad at Candace for having. Yikes. Then for Gizelle to run down who she's dating and that she has new business endeavors while Andy is giving his closing thoughts. Andy is giving her his closing thoughts. I started to say her. I could have kept on with her because sometimes I call Andy her. So she's closing out the show. And you talking about, oh, well, yeah, I was dating a congressman and I've got these business endeavors. So you didn't think to film it all season? Somebody on Twitter made this very fabulous point. I understand you can't necessarily make the block hot while you dating a politician, right? But remember when Kim Zolciak from Atlanta used to get on her phone on speaker and be talking to Big Papa and getting laced and getting money and everything else? Why couldn't Gizelle give us that? Give us something. Be wise. Be wise. Listen to me. I said this in my last review. I said that Gizelle was lying about that congressman shit. And I wrote it in my notes here. Hold on. Let me get through these notes. She was trying to regain a sense of control, like she was putting her foot down, but it seemed desperate and cringy because the moment had passed and nobody cared. I also say y'all can't convince me that she's not lying about that because y'all know how Gizelle likes to lie. Y'all know how Gizelle do. Y'all know she liked to lie. Thank you, Big Papa. Remember when he brought her that car? I do remember that. Okay, see, my stuff is back brown out and my banner is up. Girl. Hey. Hey, Dud Tom. What's up, love? Hey, Lauren Jackson. What's going on? Thank y'all so much for joining. I really appreciate y'all so much. Listen, we had some tech difficulties earlier, and y'all stuck with me. Y'all stayed on code. Okay, so shout out to y'all. Love y'all down. Why would she still be mad about Sherman? Monique did her a favor. He was a weirdo. Ooh. Listen, here's my thing. If you got a man, show him. Bring him on TV, post him, because that is the quickest way to find out if your nigga is a weirdo or if he got something going on or whatever. Because I told y'all that story. I can't remember if I told y'all in Potomac or in Married to Medicine. But the same nigga I was talking about earlier in the week, Married to Medicine, that was the same one that I posted on my blog back when people had blogs, okay, back in like 2009, okay. And some girl emailed me and was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking a nigga." That was how I found out that he was cheating on me. So listen, post your man, post him, cause somebody gonna come down and tell you. Somebody gonna come down and tell you, child. Sherman was unhinged. I'm tired of them faking storylines. It's getting ridiculous. From Chris Bassett to Stacy and Chris's story. Sick of it. And they don't know when to cut their losses. They just keep coming with lies. It's all lies. They were all lies. Do we have at least 100 likes, y'all? Jameer, let me know where we at with the likes, my love. Angelique, I said this reviews ago that I do not believe her. Y'all know damn well Jizzy is lying about dating a congressman. Perhaps she went out on a date with one, but dating, heck nah. Here's my theory. Here's my theory on what happened. Gizelle went to a mixer. She got invited to like some, I don't know, Black Caucus event. I don't know, whatever. Okay. Something involving politicians. Cause you know, DMV area, it's a government area. Like, come on, that's what you're gonna get. Anyway, she went to some mixer. She met a congressman. Okay. And they chatted and he was personable and he was friendly and not flirty, and she read more into it. The man gave her his business card and she's like, "Oh, we're dating." That's what I think actually happened. The lies, exactly. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but Gizelle really didn't do shit this whole reunion. All she did was make faces and gasp at people. Hey, WK love. Do I have more mods in here? I was about to say, did I miss a shout out? Okay, no. Okay. Ah! Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Thank you, Angelique. Listen, I'm trying to beef up my pocketbook for April. I ain't even gonna hold you. No. Yeah, for April. Yeah. Cause what's coming for March is already gonna come for March. Um, but March I didn't do as well as I did like previously because I was like, I was resting, and then like Married to Medicine really wasn't doing it for me. But I was like, girl, with everything that's about to go up, the economy going to shit. I was like, girl, I gotta pop so much pussy. Like me down here on a Saturday, recession indicator, honey. Like thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Happy Black History Month. Yes. And you know what else? We talked Black History Month books, and y'all really love that. Y'all love that. I'm going to have to run that back again in a couple of weeks for some Women's History Month suggestions. Yes, they will be Black women. Yes, they will be Black women. Okay. So we're going to talk about that again. And really quickly, I want to give another shout out to Juju Bay of a Little Juju podcast. And I pulled up her book the other day, the Book of Juju. This one. Now listen, I forgot to say this. This diva is on YouTube. I forgot she's posting again though. Years and years ago, I was like following her and all of her content and everything, and then she stopped posting for a while on YouTube. And she's posting again. Y'all, please follow Juju Bay. Follow her on Instagram. She's offering a hoodoo class right now. She has YouTube. She has her podcast. She is such a fabulous and amazing resource. If you just want to learn about ancestral veneration, listen, Don't go over there in her comments being on no weird colonized shit. If you still on your colonized mind bullshit, don't go over there talking about oh Bonnie Scotch. Da, 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 da. No, go and observe and listen and learn something and be kind and you know what I'm saying. Listen, listen, listen. I know how some of y'all Christians do. Some of y'all is cool, but okay. Am I going to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight? Babes, I've never watched it. I have never watched that show ever. I've never seen one episode of it. Hey JG, what's up, babe? Hey, Wakanda Bear. You hope that Jizzy gets fired. Let's see what else y'all saying up in here. Hey D from the D, what's up, love? Oh, by the way, I smell so good. This is this oil by Eternal Perfumes called Gourmand Thrill, and I mixed it with Fleur Vanilla Nectar. I just love smelling like candy. I believe Wendy was in on it just as much as Eddie. It was plain greed. Wendy has 4 degrees. Eddie is a lawyer. They definitely know right from wrong. Why take that chance? Is pathetic. You know what, D from the D, I agree with you on that. And the other thing to that is, you know, if you decide that y'all want to be Bonnie and Clyde and y'all want to live this life of crime, I think that that's okay, you know, in all honesty, whatever, right? My issue with this is there are children involved. There are innocent children involved in all of this. If y'all want to go off and do dumb shit, that's y'all business. Like, that's fine. But I just feel like, where is the responsibility to your children? Like, you have young children. It's not even like your children are like old and grown and out the house and y'all decided as an old couple to do some dumb shit because y'all too old for this. Let's be very clear. Like, this is something I would expect from somebody in like college, you know, early 20s. I would not expect this from no, how old is Wendy? 41, 42-year-old woman with a husband that is a lawyer on top of all of that. You know the law. Greed has no boundaries. That's a word. But back to Gizelle, y'all. Back to Jizzy. Oh wait, I got another super chat. Did I? Oh my gosh, I did. Oh, thank you so much, Lauren Jackson. Lauren said the hair is giving, period. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. They should have considered bankruptcy, child. I feel like there were so many things that they could have considered. So many opportunities, so many, I don't know, like, girl. I keep thinking about like she really could have just had a YouTube channel, just like how all of us do. We sit up here, I'm in front of my MacBook right now. I'm just sitting up in front of my MacBook on StreamYard. These indie news outlets, they do the same thing. They're using StreamYard. Joyanne Reed, StreamYard. What's the white dude that I like? I think his name is Midas Touch. He uses StreamYard, but he, you know, they pay for the premium features. So it doesn't have that little, it doesn't have that little thing, the little duck in there or whatever. Girl. Hey, XO Natalie McKenzie. Wendy had a good channel called The Wendy Show. It was pretty good. Yeah. Most of their debt was student loans, which can't be this. Oh, yeah. That's such a great point, Callie Steve. I forgot about all them damn student loans, child. Ooh, wee. Yeah, yeah. What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. But I keep getting off of Giselle. Listen, like I was saying, Giselle didn't do shit this whole reunion but gasp and make faces. And this was a desperate attempt to get everybody to care about what she allegedly got going on. Pathological liar. Can't believe anything that she says. I would have to verify, like, this congressman, this person that she's dating with my own eyes. I would need to see them together, like, for an extended period of time. I would need to see them interacting. I would need to see family dynamics intertwined. I would need to, there would have to be so much that I would need to see before I actually believe that somebody is involved in Giselle's life to that extent. Excuse me, but yeah, y'all, I thought that production ate that for me. They called Giselle a non-motherfucking factor. That was amazing. Let's see what Jizzy's storyline will be next season. It's just hilarious because it's like, girl, she brought up that congressman twice. She brought up that nigga twice. Why'd you bring him up twice? You know you can't talk about him. You know you can't bring him on here. You know we don't believe this. Grace is in college. Her other two daughters, the twins, are in college. She mentioned business endeavors. What happened at GNA? Gone and absent, as Jameer calls it. Business endeavors, I guess. She's about to be walking into a couple of board meetings in a power suit. Every Hue Beauty failed, mind you. GNA failed. So good luck with the next one. You know, you think so? You think that she would pivot to a brand new personality? I just feel like she has been doing this villain thing for 10 years. Why would she stop now? It's what everybody expects, it's what her fans love from her. It's apparently what the network loves. But I think them showing what they showed about her not having a package, it was a clear message, like, you're definitely not bigger than the programmers thing. You use Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Clear Butter, which is a little lighter than me because I use it to bake under my eyes. You can also lightly pat your face for an okay. So a little lighter. Gotcha. Thank you, love. No apologies necessary. Just brings nothing. GNA was a shell company. GNA was a shell company. It had to be because they could never articulate what the business was exactly. So hold on. It went from, they were selling joggers, some very odd athleisure, and then it turned into a foundation for Giselle's daddy after he died. So it's like, girl, what is this? And what does Ashley have to do with that? Mm. Oh my lord. Something about narcissistic parents, honey, in the chat. They sold socks and hats online. Ed, you're kidding me, right? So they didn't even have anything that they displayed at the actual fashion show on the website? Why was Trashley on a media tour? I don't get it. Yeah, I did see her do some pop-ups recently, and I'm like, okay. Listen, I guess the girls, they got to make their appearances. They got to get, these bookings any way they can. Ashley, she's got to pop some pussy any way that she can. So, like, listen, imagine if Ashley gets the boot next season. What would she do? She's just going to have to make club appearances. She said that Wendy tried to vilify her accomplishments. She used the word wrong, by the way. But even though she said all of that, she still couldn't name what her actual accomplishments were. Ronnie the voice made this point as well. Shout out to the cousin. Um, she was still holding on to that comment that Wendy made about you address me as Dr. Wendy. Yeah, because what do you have going on? Ashley can pursue her music career, child. She will be a bottle girl. Really? Oh, I read that wrong. Okay. You said Michael Darby is so rich, unfathomably rich. I just don't understand what's up with Ashley. Well, the reason that he's so rich and is staying so rich is because he ain't giving Ashley shit. She's getting, a piece of child support or whatever like that, but he is not breaking her off like that. She's not getting any spousal support. She's not getting any alimony. It was just really for the children. Her best bet is to find her another weird white man. Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. That's all I got. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm actually kind of sleepy. I'm not even gonna hold you. I started my period a couple of days ago, and you just know, like, your body's just like, girl, it's time for a nap right now. So I'm gonna get out of here. It's 4:20. Light up, folks. It's 5:20 here, but shout out to 4:20. Ashley says she still wants to be a sugar baby. I get it. I get it. Hey, girl, I don't know. Thank you so much for catching the live. Yours starts next week, child. Listen, can I just say this? Like, for years and years and years, like, I had like a heavy period and it was just dreadful cramps. And the thing that really changed the game for me, um, a few things. I don't drink alcohol when I'm on my period. I do not drink any alcohol whatsoever when I'm on my period. Also, I kind of just like quit drinking like over the last, I would say my last drink was like 6 weeks ago, right? Because I started lifting weights and I learned that when you drink alcohol, you're not like, burning as much and you're not like retaining your muscle. You're not keeping your gains when you're drinking that alcohol like that. Like, it's actually hindering you. So I was like, okay, I can't be working out 3 times, lifting weights 3 days a week, working this hard on my body and not seeing the results because of a cocktail. So I had to cut that out. So yeah, my period routine, no alcohol whatsoever. Also, all day for the most part, I'm drinking hot water like it's tea, like just drinking, flushing out with warm water. that warmth on the uterus like you absolutely need. Also, I keep like a hot water bottle on my body, keep my feet warm, just keep my body warm. What else? Yeah, and that's really changed the game for my periods, and it's been just like a lot lighter, a lot more manageable, less cramps, you know. I've never tried the yoni steam. I want to try that. Wait, why are y'all saying congrats? Thank you so much for the super chat, Jojo. Jojo Jazzy says, thanks for the book, Rex. I recommend I Saw Death Coming by Kidada Williams, history. Sister Outsider by Audre Lorde. Sorry, Audre Lorde. Tall History of Sugar, Cordella Forbes. Let me get a screenshot of that actually. Yeah. Thank you for those recommendations. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna circle back end of the month with my book recommendations, Black women authors, honey. Did I get another super chat? Wait, why y'all saying congrats? What did I say? Sometimes I say stuff and I forget it. Sometimes vitamin D helps. Okay. You know what? My doctor, when I went to get my labs, she did say I was low on vitamin D, so she prescribed some. But I was like, girl, I need to go outside. But it's just so fucked up that like the work schedule is like you have to be inside like fluorescent lights for a certain amount of hours a day. We need so much sun to like be well. You know what I'm saying? Like we need the sun. We need it. Oh, you said okay. Sorry, y'all. Congrats on not drinking. Thank you. Thank y'all. And thank you for this other super chat. Thank you so much. Y'all have been blessing me with the super chats today. Thank you so much. Happy Black History Month. Shout out to Claudia Jones. Thank you. I appreciate you. Congrats on adapting to a lifestyle that works for you. Okay, thank you. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, I had to make some changes around here and listen, I'm getting older. I'm getting older. I'm not getting any younger. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to keep this body right and tight. I'm trying to be finer than ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get sexier, have more hobbies, get smarter. You know, we reading more. I just came back from the library right back after I got on here after I got in from the library. Just jumped right on in here. So a lot of lifestyle changes, a lot of things going on in the background that I'm really happy about. But especially no drinking because it's just like first of all, I'm saving money, saving my liver, but I can't afford to lose my gains to alcohol. I can't do it. I can't do it, honey. Thank you, Jamila. I got a vitamin B complex 4 infusion the day prior to my period starting last month, and it was the easiest period I've had in over 2 years. There was zero fatigue. Ooh, okay. Let me look into some vitamin B. Now, I'm leery about like infusions personally because I got an iron IV infusion a couple years ago and they didn't monitor me and I had an anaphylactic reaction to it and yeah, Your girl almost went to the upper room that day. I'm not kidding. I'm not being hyperbolic. Like, some of y'all remember that fiasco, that drama. It was bad. And I like started having like all of these other weird symptoms behind that. Started having heart palpitations all of a sudden. Like, your girl never had nothing going on with her heart. All of a sudden I got heart palpitations. Also was reading like recently that like heart palpitations out of nowhere and like all these other symptoms, it could be like perimenopause. So I've been like doing a lot of research on perimenopause because I'm like, all these symptoms that are coming up, I'm like, is this peri? Like, I'm seeing a lot of conversations about it, and I wish that more older women, like more women, more elders were having these conversations as I was coming up, because I never knew about perimenopause. And anyway, child. Right, I know. That's so funny. It's not like, I don't come on here drinking or anything like that. So that's so funny. Forever appreciate the public library love. Listen, please show your public library some love. Get a library card. Get the library card for all of the kids in your family. Like, introduce them to that incredible resource. Like, they have classes there. They have media rooms. Like, if you want to go down there, if you want to teach a class, if you want to take a class, whatever you want to study, you need a quiet place to go post up and read or whatever. I love the library. Like, mine has like this cute little fireplace, and it's like warm and cozy, and it's gorgeous. And like the way they have it, like it's just all of this like gorgeous natural light coming in. Like, it's just, I love the library. So please, 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 please. Like, growing up, I used to stay at Grand Army Plaza in Brooklyn. I can't say enough good things about the library, and I hope that people are utilizing it. And then, like, they have the library apps. They have Libby, they have like other apps or whatever. Like, you can go and like have access to all of these movies that you can't get on streaming and things. It can start in mid-30s. Listen, Perry can start in mid-30s, and I think that is a little bit of what I'm experiencing, to be honest with you. I think that's what I'm experiencing. I'm talking about like, I've experienced period changes. Um, I'm having like night sweats. I'm talking about like, I'll go to bed just fine, feeling great. And I'll, in the middle of the night, wake up, and I'm talking about my whole entire body is drenched in sweat. My bed, my pillow, like drenched. I'm sweating in my neck, in my head. You know how stressful it is when you go to bed with like a silk press, you wrap your hair, and you don't know what your head is going to look like because of night sweats? Yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, it might be it might be perimenopause. It might be that peri. Hormonal, yes. Yes. 37 girl is very real. I'm 38. I'll be 30. It's so scary to say that. It's so scary to say that, because I'm just like, what the fuck? When did this happen? Like, when did I, like, one day you just wake up and you're 38, and it's like, what the fuck? And like, all of these changes are happening with your body. Girl, Chase Berry will fix you up. Girl, let me screenshot that. Shout out to y'all. Listen, we got to have more of these conversations because your girl is going through it. 46, and it just started for me, and I was shook. It gets better. Ooh. You thought I was in my early 20s? Period. I know that's right. Is chaseberry a thing that may listen? Before y'all start taking any of these herbal remedies or anything like that, please do your research. I don't know anything about chaseberry. I'm gonna do my research. I know the girls like were addicted to maca root. Maca root, it increases fertility. It will have you like wanting to drag your pussy against the wall for real. Like I remember like when I was in my 20s and I just started taking maca root because I thought it was going to help me gain weight. I was like, get me off of this shit. Like I already have like somewhat of a high libido. I did not need maca root. So yeah, definitely do your research and also like make sure whatever herbal remedy you are taking, if you're taking any medications, like make sure that it's safe to take those in tandem with each other. Yeah, maca. Yes, check with your doctor, my loves. Yes, Damiana. I love some Damiana. Like it's a great what is it? There's what is that? It's adaptogens and nervines. How do you say that word? I only see it written. I never hear it pronounced. But um wait, I missed something here. Did I miss something that Monique said? It's okay. I'm 50 dating a 36-year-old African. Fun is out here to be had. I know that's right. Monique said she got her a YN, period. I love that for you, sis. I woke up, and by the way, y'all dropping in the comments talking about y'all 50, y'all this and that. I'm thinking y'all my age. Y'all look so damn good. And there's nothing wrong with aging. There is nothing wrong with that. Like I don't want to keep like putting this emphasis on like what somebody looks like or what they should look like because I just feel like women are aging and we're aging appropriately and it's fine. Like I was seeing all these comments online the other day that were really pissing me off about Rihanna. Like there was this unflattering photo of her going around because her edges are gone a little bit and there was a little bit of a double chin. And it's like, the bitch is 40 and she just had 3 kids. What the fuck do y'all want? She has 3 children. That is what the body does. At 40, why do y'all expect that she would look like a 20-year-old? It's just crazy. Like, what is the expectation? And it's like people try to make you feel like motherhood is like the end all be all for women and like, oh, have a baby. Baby's this. Like they try to like force this on you and then you have a baby and then they drag you for the things that a baby does to your body. Like, what the fuck is really going on? It's such a mind fuck. I was saying I was getting out of here and y'all done pulled me into another conversation. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Natalie. I appreciate you. Right now, I take creatine, MSM, vitamin C, iron, vitamin D, and B complex. Yeah, it's a lot. Bonnie, you are doing great in life. You have great goals. Oh, thank you, baby. Child, let me take a little screenshot. Yeah. Listen, I watch Bonnie on Saturdays make jollof rice and have the best time. Listen, I was just thinking about jollof rice. I need some jollof rice in my life. My mom has this friend from work. She would make this jollof rice and she would put like the one she makes, it has like this smoked fish in it. When I tell y'all, woo, I can use some of that right now. Yes, people are tripping on aging, and I always say if you ain't getting older, you're dead. Yeah. No, Riri is my age. No, she's I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't speed up her process because I would feel some way about somebody doing that to me. She's my age. She just turned 38. She is 38 years old. So you know what, Natalie, I might have to treat myself. Like I'm on my period. Like I just feel like I deserve a treat. I do have to run out and get some more snacks though. There's this what is the brand of this popcorn? It's the flavor is like it's a grilled butter popcorn. Wait. Okay, the brand is HT Traders. And the popcorn it's a grilled corn. It's like the flavor is literally grilled corn. Y'all, when I tell you this is my shit. Anyway, yeah, I gotta get some snacks. I gotta re-up. Like when I'm on my period, it just be me on the couch, weighted blanket. I might crochet something. I might be with my Kindle. It's not brown butter. Wait, let me show y'all what it looks like. Let me show you a picture. It's grilled corn on the cob popcorn, bursting with bold buttery flavor. This is what it looks like. This is the bag. It's a red bag. And the name of the brand is HT Traders. When I tell y'all this shit is so fucking good, it tastes like if you ever had elotes, you know that Spanish corn where it's like they roll it in the mayonnaise or like the lime juice whatever and they put the cotija cheese and they sprinkle the chili. Like it tastes like that. It is so fab. It is so good, y'all. Me too. Same. Okay. All right. I already done talked y'all ear off enough. I love y'all so much. Have a fab Saturday. Okay. Eat something good. Um, be good to your neighbors. Be a good neighbor. And what else? Anything else? No, that's it. I'm gonna figure out something else I want to talk about some other time. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I love y'all real bad. See y'all soon. Bye.